What if I told you there is a scholarship that will pay for your master's degree in Germany, gives you a monthly stipend, cover your health insurance, your travel costs, and even support your family members who travel with you, and you do not need to be a straight A student to apply for this scholarship? That scholarship exists, and one of them is the DAAD Masters of International and Development Economics (MIDE) Scholarship in 2026. And today I am going to walk you through everything you need to know to apply successfully. And I mean everything: the eligibility, the documents you need, the application steps, how to write a motivational letter that actually wins, and the mistakes that will get your application thrown out before anyone even reads it. So, if you are serious about studying in Germany for free in 2026, stay right here because this video is your complete roadmap to study in Germany. Welcome to Sprint Remote, and this is where we help international students like you to access world-class education regardless of your financial situation or your background. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now because we drop scholarship guide like this every week. So let's get into it. What exactly is the DAAD Masters of International and Development Economics (MIDE) Scholarship? The DAAD stands for the German Academic Exchange Service, and it is one of the largest funding organizations for international academic exchange in the world, and it is backed by the German government. Now, the MIDE stands for Masters of International and Development Economics, and this is a specialized master's program offered at HTW Berlin, which is the largest public university of applied sciences in Berlin and all the Eastern Germany. So, what does this program actually cover? You think development economics, you think international trade and finance, and you can think of public policy, econometrics, and data analysis, microeconomics. This is a program built for people who want to shape economics policy, works with international organizations, advise governments, or lead development projects on a national or global scale. Now, the best part is this: the entire program is taught in English language. You do not need to speak German to apply or to study, and it runs approximately 17 to 18 months, right? So, this is one of the most career relevant scholarships available for international students across Africa and developing region, and it is fully open for applications right now that we are talking. So now let us talk about who can actually apply for this scholarship, because I want you to watch this section very careful. A lot of people disqualify themselves in their heads before they even read the requirement. Do not do that. Check the criteria first, then you know your stand if you are qualified to apply for that scholarship. So looking at the criteria for this scholarship, number one is you must be a citizen of a developing or newly industrialized country, and that include almost every country in Africa, as well as many countries across Asia, Latin America, and Eastern Europe. So if you are watching this from Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Cameroon, Tanzania, or anywhere else in the continent, you are eligible to apply for this scholarship. And number two is you must have a complete undergraduate degree with at least 180 ECTS credit, or the equivalent from your country's educational system, and that is a standard bachelor's degree in most countries across the world. Then number three is your undergraduate degree must have been completed within the last 6 years. If you graduated before 2020, you need to check whether you still fall within this window before you can put in your application. And number four is very important. You must have at least 2 years of professional work experience after your undergraduate degree. This is not a scholarship for fresh graduates. DAAD is specifically looking for people who have been out of the world working, contributing, and building experience. And if you are sitting there thinking that I have work experience, but it is not directly in economics, do not panic. If your work has touched on public policy, finance, development, research, or any related area, it counts, and document it clearly. So number 5 is you must have studied at least 15 ACTS credit in economics during your undergraduate studies. That is roughly 2 to 3 full economics courses in other countries, right? And number 6 is you must have met HTW Berlin's admission requirement for the Masters of International and Development Economics MIDE programs specifically. So what you need to do here is to check on the official website of the HTW Berlin School, check their admission requirement and make sure that you meet with their admissions requirement before you begin your application for this scholarship. And the number 7 is you need a proof of English language proficiency, either the IELTS or the TOEFL score, or a confirmation that your previous degree was taught in English language. So if you tick those boxes that I just mentioned, you are eligible. Do not talk yourself out of applying. The selection committee will make the final decision. Your job is to put in the strongest possible application and let your profile speak for you, right? All right. So let us talk about the documents. This is where a lot of applications fall apart, not because the candidate was unqualified, but because they submitted incomplete or unclear documents. So do not let that be you this time around. And here is everything you need to prepare down before you start your application. And the number 1 is your letter of motivation. And this is the most important document in your entire application. And the number 2 is official academic transcript from your undergraduate degree. So here you have to make sure that they are certified and clearly legible enough, right? The number 3 is your degree certificate or a provisional certificate if your results are not yet officially released. Then the 4th document is your secondary school leaving certificate. If you are from Nigeria, it could be your WAEC, could be your NECO or GCE, any of those. Then number 5 is an explanation of the grading system used by your institution. And this is often forgotten, but DAAD needs to understand how your grades compare internationally, right? Number 6 is an updated CV in a clean, professional, and academic format. The number 7 is a copy of your valid international passport. The number 8 is your English language proficiency certificate with your score clearly stated there. The number 9 is 2 reference letter from academic or professional supervisors who know your work very well. So all you have to do is to gather all of this before you open your application portal. Trying to collect documents while your application is already open leads to rushed submissions and careless errors. So start now, give yourself time, scan everything at high resolution, save each file with a clear name that reflects its content, right? And confirm that your files are in PDF format before uploading them, since that is the standard required by most DAAD portals. Now, let us walk through the actual application process step by step, and I am going to make this as clear as possible so there is no confusion about what to do or in what orders, right? Now, step 1 is to go to the official DAAD program page for the Masters of International and Development Economics MIDE Scholarship. Now, the link is in the description below this video. Read every single piece of information on that page because it is very, very important. I know it is tempting to skip straight to the application form, but understanding the instructions fully will save you from making a costly mistake later on. Then the step 2 is to apply for admissions to the MIDE program at HTW Berlin through the university's official admission portal. Now, the DAAD scholarship is tied to admission into the specific programs. Now, you cannot apply for the scholarship without first applying to the program. So, the step 3 is once you have initiated or received your HTW Berlin's admission, you proceed to the DAAD scholarship application through the designated scholarship portal. Now, follow the prompts carefully and do not skip any sections. The step 4 is to upload all your required documents. Go through your checklist one more time before uploading. Now, every document must be present, every document must be complete and clearly readable. And the fifth step is to write and attach your motivational letter. Now, the step 6 is to attach your 2 reference letters. Your referees may need to submit their letters directly through the portal, so make sure they know what to do and when to do it exactly. Then the next step is to review your entire applications from the beginning, then check for typos, error, check for missing field, check for incorrect date, and check for any document that may not have been uploaded correctly. Now, the last step is to submit before the deadline, which is on the 31st of August 2026. So once you submit, save your confirmation email and your application reference number, and that is it. The quality of each step is what determines your outcome. So to begin your application, all you need to do, in case you are confused on the first step to take, the first step to take is to visit our website, or you can click on the application link that is pinned on the description of this video. Then you scroll down on our website until you get to the button where you can see this apply now. So once you click this apply now from our website, it will take you directly to the official application website for the scholarship. And as you can see here, this is the official website. You can see all of this. You navigate to this requirement stroke registration. Then from here, these are some of the things we discussed in this video earlier on. So, but our major concern is to begin our application. So you scroll down, you see where they write this submit application to, then you click on this now via online form that is available on our website. This is here. You click on this. This is the page. Then you can see it here. You can see. So what you do on this page is to click on applying. Click on applying and it will take you to this page. You see application form, admission requirements, application documents. So your major concerns here is this application form, which is this one, application for April 2027. Then you can see all the steps here. But our major concerns here is to scroll down to this how to apply, then click on this is admission requirements, come to submit online application, then online form, still loading to a new page. Yes, now if you visit this page for the first time, it will be showing you in German language. So what you need to do is to switch to English, and if you are familiar with German, you can leave it to German language, but me, I'm familiar with English, so I'm going with English language. Now these are the instructions. So all you need to do, this we are applying online, so what we do here is to click this apply now, the button here, click this apply now to take us here. Do you already have an account? So if you already have an account with them, is to log in, and if you don't, all you need to do is to create a new one. So if you have forgot, like if you have an account with them and you have forgotten your password, all you need to do is to do forgot password and they'll reset it for you, right? If you have forgotten your user ID, they will do that for you. But if you have not, you click OK so that you can make a fresh application to begin submitting your details. So this is where you create your account, right? This is where you create your account. Now these are the details you are to enter. These are the details you are to enter. So as if you notice something, now when we land on this page, everything is in Dutch language, right? So we are going to switch from Dutch language by clicking on this place. You can see here, you switch to English language and everything will be translated to English. So you can go through all the details yourself and fill out your personal data, your contact information, set your password, your security question, then check in this box to show that you have accepted their terms and conditions and register. So once you register, it will take you to the application phase, right? So that is where you process your information and everything further. So doing this yourself, if you encounter any challenge, you can let us know in the comment section and we'll come to put you through, right? So let us talk for a minute about what life looks like after you win the scholarship and complete your program, because I want you to see the full picture of what this opportunity can unlock for you, right? Now, Germany gives international graduate an 18-month job seeker visa after completing their degree. Now, that means you can stay in Germany after your master's, search for work in your field, and if you find a position, transition it to a long-term work permit or an EU blue card, right? Now, in terms of career options, MIDE graduates are well positioned to work as development economists at organizations like the World Bank or the African Development Bank, as policy analysts in government ministries or central banks, and as an international development consultant with NGOs or private firms. Now, Berlin is also one of the most connected cities in Europe for international professionals, right? Now, the network you build during your 17 to 18 months at HTW Berlin with your classmates, with your professors, and the development organizations linked to the program will follow you throughout your career. Now, this is not just a scholarship, it is a platform for you. Now, before I end this video, I want to speak directly to someone who might be watching this video with a lot of doubt right now. Maybe you have applied for scholarships before and you were rejected. Maybe you look at your profile and you think your grades were not good enough, or your university was not prestigious enough, or your work experience is not impressive enough. I want you to hear this clearly. The DAAD MIDE scholarship is not looking for the most decorated candidate on paper. It is looking for the people with a clear purpose, a real story, and a genuine commitment to making a difference in their home countries after graduation. Your background, the challenges you have navigated, the work you have done in environments that were not always easy, that is a story worth telling. And if you tell it well, with honesty, with clarity, and with conviction, the selection committee will take notice of it. You belong in these rooms. You belong at the table. And the only way you find out what is possible for you is to apply, right? So start your application today. Visit the link in the description below. And if you need help putting your motivation letter together or reviewing your CV, leave a comment under this video and we will do our best to guide you. All right, so let us wrap this up. The DAAD MIDE Scholarship 2026 is a fully funded master's opportunity in Germany at HTW Berlin's University of applied sciences, and it covers your program's fee. It gives you a stipend monthly. It provides health insurance, travel support, and many more. And it is open to international students from developing countries, including every country on the African continent, and the deadline is on the 31st of August 2026. The application link is in the description below this video. Click it, read the instructions carefully, and start building your application right now. If this video helped you, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that this content is valuable, and it helps us reach more students who need this information. Subscribe to Sprint Remote if you are not already a subscriber. We publish scholarship guides, application tips, study abroad strategies, and motivation content every single week, all designed specifically for international students chasing opportunities around the world. And visit us at www.sprintremote.com for our full library of scholarship guides, blogs, posts, and resources. You have got everything you need. Now go and apply, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.